It's been 1 week since I packed up my entire life and moved to the French Pyrenees. What have I been up to in week 1? Well, I'm going to tell you. Welcome to episode 3 of Building a Life in the Mountains. Hello, 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 welcome back, and hello if you're new here. Please do hit that subscribe button. My name is Sarah and I'm an ultramarathon runner and counsellor. Just moved to the French Pyrenees in the hopes of becoming a sponsored athlete and qualifying for the elite field in UTMB at some point. I moved to France with the hopes of pursuing high performance in all aspects of my life, not just my physical performance, but also my mental health. In this video, I will touch on the basics of running here and how I am getting on in the French life. Fuck, I'm living in France. Also, the mental health struggles that do come with this and the impact it has had on my food and my relationship with food. So my first week has definitely not been anything about high performance. It has more been about survival, if I'm honest. It has been interesting, really tough, excellent, beautiful, amazing, all these different things in 1 week, and my nervous system is definitely feeling the overload. Today I've just had a wave of tiredness. But yeah, let's go over week 1. So when I arrived, everything was pretty much covered in snow, which is pretty cool. And then today I got to hang my washing outside and let it dry in the sun. With everything being covered in snow, it did mean that just navigating things have been a little bit more challenging for me, such as finding trails to run on, learning trail etiquette, not being able to just walk about and find exactly what I want almost, because I think at home if it was snowing I'd know where the trails were. I would know what I'm doing and I would know what trails would likely be covered in snow and not runnable or what would likely be runnable. So it's been trying to just go with it, but I have found that pretty frustrating at points. But also really fun and quite exciting. The first day I could not run on the snow, but it's like interesting because it's all these things that I would never ever have tried at home. So running wise, I have tried to stick as close to my training as I can. However, some of the heart rate zones I've just not really quite nailed 100%, and I'm somebody that really likes to get everything 100%. Shock. So I have struggled a bit with that and tried to just ease off. Also struggled with the fact that my training peaks fitness level drops and is dropping a lot since the arc, and I just have to be mindful that there is a process. I do have another race booked, which I will talk about at some point, and I just again have to retrust the process and retrust that I will learn these trails and the training altitude will get easier and I will get faster at a lower heart rate. I will find my confidence. I will stop getting lost. It is incredibly frustrating how many times I'm falling and I'm getting lost, and I find that really challenging because I like to be in control of everything, especially running. I like my control. Or like, that's why I like trail running, is because you're not 100% in control, because you don't have to think about the pacing per se quite as much. But I will know my route, I will know what I'm doing, and right now I don't know that, and it's really quite tough. And my calves are currently destroyed. Everything is a hill. Everything's a hill here, which is absolutely fine. I mean, I will be mountain goat mode activated, but it does mean my calves right now are super tight. Another thing I've been struggling with is my phone signal. My apartment doesn't have great phone signal. I can have it 1 minute and it's gone the next minute. Everywhere else my phone has great signal now, but just this very apartment doesn't have good signal. And my Wi-Fi has been stuck on stage 2 for days since Thursday. So I'm hoping to get past stage 2 tomorrow, whatever stage 2 means. But I found it really difficult not being able to, one, just Google something right away, such as what trails to run, what will be covered in snow, etc., but also not being able to stay in super close contact with family and friends. The same are like my support people. So I'm hoping this week to just, whether it is the Wi-Fi gets sorted, please, or if it is just driving and sitting in my car FaceTiming people, I'm just going to start doing that more, because it feels like what I need to do right now is just reconnect with some people, especially like my mum and dad. Go to therapy this week, I think, is on the schedule. I need to go to therapy at some point. That's just been incredibly frustrating, because it's more knowing that I can't get everything done exactly as I want to right now, and it's just actually I need to settle and stabilize my nervous system before I just throw myself back in is what I normally do. So it's making me slow down. Oh, and reading. I went snowshoeing, which was very exciting. Not much to say about that, just a new adventure for me, a new activity. I do want to maybe try skiing or snowboarding, but I'm also absolutely terrified of getting an injury. Now, something that is obviously a challenge and will always be a challenge for me is food. And I have found myself getting incredibly anxious in the supermarkets because I don't know what everything exactly is, and not being able to again feel like I am in super like control of stuff is hard. Just unfamiliar brands, unfamiliar, like just everything is unfamiliar, and I just find that so hard. And I think for me there's the extent of my eating disorder, but there's also the extent of my autism that makes this so much harder. And I did do things to make it easier, such as I bought new cooking stuff here because I can't use other people's cooking things. I brought some of my own cutlery to save money, and just because I know I can't use other people's things, it's just too much anxiety. So, but I am just getting incredibly anxious about it. And next week, my aim will be to start feeling my training again. I've given myself a week off of just being like, it's fine, but I actually really want to feel my body. I want to have energy to train. I don't want to restrict. I want to pursue this high performance lifestyle, and that means feeling my body no matter what it looks like. So I think my key takeaways this week are that everything is not going to be perfect. The cats have settled, which is amazing. It's remembering I do not need to do everything in 1 week because this is not a holiday. But it is also acknowledging the fear of my visa at the back of my head, and how I need to navigate that and what that means moving forwards and what things will be like. It will be how I pursue high performance lifestyle and how I navigate the admin side of that. How do I advocate for myself? How do I believe enough in myself to make other people believe in me? Ooh, that's a deep one, right? Let's take that to therapy. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe once again. It really helps. And come back for episode 4 next week, where I will go more in depth on my training and navigating the nutritional aspect of that.